Hey Wild-Hearted Yogis, it's Alexis and I'm back with another flow just for you. Today we're going to be working on Partridge pose. That's going to be our peak pose. And for Partridge pose, it might be helpful for you to have a strap or a robe belt or even a necktie, just something that you might be able to hook over your foot. And if you have any blocks and they're useful in your practice or large books, you can use those as well. And today, for today's practice, I want to focus on one of the 4 agreements from Don Miguel Ruiz's book. And it's one of the books I've read in yoga teacher training that just had a really big impact on me and the way that I thought about not only my practice, but how I was behaving off of the mat. And the agreement I want to focus on today is the 3rd one, and it's called Don't Make Assumptions. And I've taught this flow to a few friends and a few other students in person. And they said, what is great about this flow is I don't know where to go next because there's just so many things happening. It's not typical. And so it really does keep you out of your head and in your body. So today on your mat, try not to make any assumptions about the flow itself or come in with any expectations about what your practice is going to look like. Just purely notice how you're feeling and remain present with each and every pose so that you can have some freedom. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on our mats. All right, so once you've arrived on your mat, come all the way down onto your belly for alligator pose. Stack one hand over the other, doesn't matter which one. Melt your forehead down on that little cushion you created for yourself. And just start to breathe here. Maybe before you even made it to this space, your breath was shallow, or maybe you didn't even notice your breath. I know I don't typically. So bring your attention and your awareness to your breath now. Feel your belly expand and touch the mat. And then let all of your air go. Feel it contract. Take 2 more breaths here in alligator pose. Getting really heavy through your hips and through your legs. Then remove that cushion that you created for yourself with your hands and cactus out your arms to either side. Drape your right ear on the mat and then tend through your left fingertips. Take your left foot beside your right hip and keep that right arm cactus today. So this is a variation of open wing that enables us to get more into the pec muscle than just the muscle around the anterior shoulder. See if you can stack your wrist over your elbow. Take 2 more breaths. And slowly take that left foot back and roll your forehead to the center of the mat and cactus out your left arm. Tend to right fingertips and then take that right foot up and over to the left side. And it lands where it lands, right? So maybe you can draw the whole foot down. Maybe it's just the tippy toe. You kind of see where you're at without any judgment or any assumptions about what this is supposed to look like. Just land here as you are. 2 more breaths. And slowly rock back onto your belly. And take your arms into a number 11. Root down through your forearms and spread your fingers out really wide. Keep your lower half exactly where it is, and then peel your shoulders out of your ears and down your back. For Sphinx pose, take a breath in, and on your exhale, look over to the right side. Return your gaze to center on your inhale. And on your exhale, look over to the left. Come back to center on your breath in. And lower all the way down on your breath out. Take your hands so that your fingers are touching closer to your ribs. And spread them out wide, and this time press up to cobra pose. So activate your lats, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Yeah, expand through the collarbones. Take an inhale, and exhale, melt your forehead down. 2 more cobras, but roll it up and down with your inhales and your exhales, making it a little bit more rhythmic and expressive. So on your inhale, draw it up, maybe open up the throat, and exhale, melt it down. Last one, inhale, use your back muscles to peel your chest up, and exhale, lower it down. Press up to a tabletop position. And if you have blocks or books, take them onto your mat, one under your right hand and one under your left knee. And then tuck the toes under on both feet. Reach your left arm out long. Pull your belly in for stability and then reach your right leg back. Lengthen through your fingers and toes on your inhale. Exhale, draw elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out long, set the gaze. And exhale, curl it in, round through the spine. Last one, inhale, reach. And exhale to contract. This time, lengthen through your left hand and your right leg, and then sweep the hand back to grab the foot, and kick into tiger pose, but stay lifted up on the blocks. Pull your pit of your belly up and in, so Uddiyana Bandha. That space between the belly button and the pubis is activated and drawn in towards your spine. Okay, kick to drive the pose to deepen it. And slowly release this side down. Good, so take that block underneath the left hand and the right knee this time. We'll switch it over to the other side. Tuck all 10 toes. Inhale the right arm out, thumb points to the sky. Left leg reaches out. Okay, drop that left hip down slightly so it's in line with the right. Lengthen on your inhale, fingers and toes. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach. And exhale to contract. Last one, inhale. And exhale, pull it in. Lengthen this time. And sweep right hand back to grab your left foot. And kick into tiger pose. Hips stay square to the front of the mat and shoulders also stay squared. Belly pulls up and in. Yeah, and then feel it in the quad and in the IT band on the left side. Slowly release this down. Remove the blocks off to the side. Then on your inhale, grounded side plank on the left. So left hand is your foundation. Right leg reaches towards the back of your space and right arm sweeps high to the sky. Take a breath in and look up. On your exhale, elbow and knee connect. Inhale, lengthen, maybe bicep comes by the ear. And exhale, draw it in, get into that oblique. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, draw it in. Isometric hold here. So pull the elbow and the knee together and make that connection. And then take your right hand, grab for your right ankle and kick to open for grounded sugarcane pose. And gaze sweeps up to the ceiling. Shift the weight forward so the shoulder is over the wrist. Good, inhale back to grounded side plank. And exhale to tabletop. Grounded side plank on the right side. So right hand's the foundation. Left leg and left arm sweep high to the sky. Good, look up to the top thumb. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, maybe bicep by the ear, lengthen, and then exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, pull it in. Inhale to lengthen, And this time, isometric hold, elbow to knee, feel the contraction. Then left hand grabs for the left ankle. Toes stay flexed for grounded sugarcane. Kick back and look up. Roll the sternum to the sky. Take a breath in. Breath out, come back to grounded side plank. Inhale, look up. And exhale back to tabletop. Tuck your toes under and shift the hips back for downward facing dog. And pedal out your feet. And as you pedal your feet out, feel your calf muscles start to open up. So drive one heel down and then the other. And come to stillness, look at one point between your feet at the back of your mat. And shine your tailbone to the sky. Activate the muscles around your thoracic spine by drawing your shoulder blades in and then through your body. And inhale, look forward. And on your exhale, take little steps to the top for ragdoll pose. You can grab opposite elbows, swing side to side. Bend your knees as much as you need to here to feel a stretch in your low back. Pull that pit of your belly up and in and shift your weight forward so you're into your toes. Maybe your heels slightly lift up. And release your hands down to the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift with your feet exactly where they are. Press into your shins or your thighs. Your exhale, forward fold, tuck chin to chest. One more, inhale to a halfway lift. Grow long through the crown of your head and through your tailbone. Then exhale, step it back, high plank. Good. Widen your feet to the outside edges of the mat. Pull your belly button up and in. And take your right hand to your left shoulder and take it down. Your left hand to your right shoulder and take it down. To do a few more of these, touching for the opposite shoulder with your gaze out long, a few inches in front of your mat. Retuck through the pelvis. Engage the inner thighs, light up the legs. 2 more each side. Last one. Good. Come to that wide high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, wide downward facing dog. So notice if you take your feet to the outside edges of your mat, what happens to your down dog? Maybe your heels can draw deeply into the earth, or maybe they get closer. And can you spin the inner eyes of your elbows towards the front of your space? Take your left foot in the center of your mat and inhale your right leg high to the sky for a 3-legged dog. Bend and stack open your hip so that your right heel is reaching towards your glute. Now look under your left armpit and see if you can see your right heel, and if you can't, push it out more to the side. And then melt that left heel down into the mat. And you start to take circles with that right knee in one direction. And switch directions. Inhale back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, step foot to thumb, low lunge. And 10 through the fingers, flex out the hip joint, rock forwards and back here. And keep the gaze forward to keep the spine long. And come to stillness, drop your left knee down to the mat. And on your inhale, crescent moon. So if you're on a hard floor and your knees are tweaky, feel free to take the edge of your mat and roll it in so that you have a cushion for your left knee. And drop your left hip flexor down to the ground. Inhale, reach up, look between your hands. Exhale, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine and drag those knuckles down. Then inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, grounded, humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Gaze drops towards the back of your mat. And press that right knee into your right bicep, tricep. Drop the chest a little lower. Release the hands, inhale back to crescent moon. And exhale, twist, right arm sweeps back, left arm reaches to the front of your space. Keep the hips low, wrap the right arm behind your back. Inhale for grounded, exalted warrior. So look towards the right side and open up the chest to where you're looking. Exhale, step it back, high plank. So maybe you come from tabletop to unravel your mat. Bend your elbows, come to low plank. Good, so draw the shoulder blades down your back and push your mid-spine to the sky. Bend your elbows in towards your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift through your quads. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. And then bend and stack it open. Reach the heel to the glute. And then check under your right armpit. If you can see your left foot, awesome. If not, kick it over to the side a little bit more. And ground down through your right heel. And start to take circles with your left knee in one direction. And then switch it up, change directions. Inhale your left leg back to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it through, low lunge. Good, 10 through the fingers, rock back and forth. Open up the psoas, the hip flexor on this side. Then drop that right knee. If you need to fold your mat in to create a cushion, do that. And come to crescent moon, right hip flexor drops. Heart is open. Pull your chest through your arms. And interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. Draw your knuckles down. Open up your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, grounded, humble warrior. The shoulder comes to the inside of the left knee, and you're deep in that hip flexor. On the right side, it drops down. Hands come up off the low back. Gaze is set right behind you. And release your hands. Inhale back to crescent moon. Look up between your thumbs. And exhale, sweep that left arm back, right arm forward. And see where that back hand lands. And notice where it lands. And then pull it back a little bit more. Good, open up through the chest. Wrap the left hand behind the back. Inhale, grounded, exalted. Look over to the left side, chest squares. Exhale, chaturanga. So you can unravel the mat, step it back high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's flow through that a little bit quicker, breath to movement. Inhale that right leg high. Exhale, foot to thumb, low lunge. Drop that back knee, crescent moon, arc it up and back. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Puff up your chest, breath in. Exhale, grounded, humble warrior. Inhale, crescent moon, look between your thumbs. Exhale, that right arm sweeps back, left arm forward. Grounded, exalted, take the half bind with the right arm. And exhale, chaturanga. Tuck the left toes, step it back high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg sweeps high. Exhale, foot to thumb, low lunge. Right knee grounds, crescent moon on your inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Inhale, puff up your chest. And exhale, fold. Left shoulder inside of left knee. Inhale, crescent moon, take it up and back. Exhale, left arm sweeps back for the twist to the left. Inhale, grounded, exalted warrior. Find the release in the hip flexor. And then chaturanga. Right toes tuck under, high to low. Inhale takes you up. Exhale takes you back, down dog. Inhale that right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step foot to thumb. Drop that knee, crescent moon on your inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Inhale, puff up your chest. Release your throat and then fold, grounded, humble. Inhale, sweep it up for crescent moon. Exhale, sweep it open for twist to the right. Inhale that right arm behind the back, left bicep by the ear. And exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on your breath in. Downward facing dog on your breath out. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step foot to thumb, low lunge. Drop the knee, crescent moon. Inhale, sink that right hip down. And keep it there, interlace the fingers. Inhale, puff the chest. And exhale to fold, grounded, humble warrior. Inhale, arc your crescent moon up and back. And exhale, the left arm sweeps for the twist. Take the left arm behind the back. Inhale, right bicep by the ear. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing doll, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, look to your hands. Shorten your down dog, pull your feet forward. Exhale, bend your knees and then hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Chair pose. Biceps by your ears, hips sink down low and then back towards the edge of your mat. Weight is in the heels so that you can peel your toes up and open up your chest. Draw your arms higher. Pull your belly in, sink the hips lower. Take an inhale. Exhale, drinking bird. Come onto your toes, sweep your arms back. The heels are really high. Squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades, sink a little lower. And drop that left heel down. Right knee comes up and in towards the chest. Half step. Your inhale reaches your fingertips up, so use your breath to help you lift and lengthen. And exhale, airplane pose. Right foot sweeps back, hands reach back. Turn that right pinky toe down to square off the hip. Up dog in the chest. And set the gaze. As you inhale, you can choose half or full staff. So toes reach up towards the sky for full staff. Femur plugs into the hip socket, so feel that connection. Then exhale, standing splits. Hands drop to the floor. Right leg reaches back behind you and then up to the sky. Turn the inside of your right thigh down. And look towards your left knee. And bend that left knee. Draw that right foot to the floor. And inhale for turbo crescent. Peel your belly button up off of your thigh. Squeeze a ball of energy between your hands. Take one more inhale. And exhale, side plank. Right hand plants. You're on the blade edge of your right foot. Feet can stack, or you can lift that top leg. Look up towards your top thumb. And slowly draw that hand down. Come to three-legged dog with your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Look at your left thumb, step your foot there for low lunge. Crescent lunge, inhale, come up, stacking the shoulders over the hips, and then scoop that right hip under so that you feel a more anterior tuck in the pelvis, and drop your hips a little bit lower. You keep lifted through the side bodies. Take an inhale, and exhale, twist. Right elbow over your left knee. Lean back so that your right elbow acts as an anchor to catch you, and open up your chest more to the sky. Look down at your left foot, take a breath in, and on your exhale, step your feet together for prayer twist. And shift that right hip back and that left hip forward. And take the hands down and up for arcing mountain on your breath in. Exhale, ball of yarn. Grab your elbows, sink your hips down by your heels. Ground down through the fingertips, keep the heels high, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands and shorten your down dog. Exhale, bend and hover your knees and then hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Chair pose, inhale. And exhale, settle. Pull the pit of the belly in and up. And then pull the biceps by your ears, so draw them high. Thumbs reach the back of your space. Breath in. Exhale, drinking bird. Lead with your heart, so pull it forward and drop your hips down. I'm going to drop your right heel down. Inhale your left knee in towards your chest. Flex the toes. And see if you're leaning back or forward. Just come straight up out of the hips. And exhale, airplane pose. Left foot reaches back. And turn that left pinky toe down. Set the gaze. Take an inhale. Let it go. Inhale, come up to half or full staff. Toes reach up towards the sky. And lift them a little bit higher. Exhale, standing splits. Gaze is at the right knee. And then turn the inside of the left thigh towards the sky. Take a breath. And exhale, bend that right knee, drop the left foot. Inhale, reach the arms forward for turbo crescent. Belly pulls up off the thigh. For side plank, left hand is your foundation. Spin open to the right side. You can stack the ankles, or you can lift that right foot, stack shoulder over wrist. And drop that right hand down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep it right there. Look forward. Step foot to thumb, low lunge. Crescent lunge. Inhale as you rise up. And look at one point on the horizon right in front of you. Set your gaze right there. You sink your hips a little bit lower. Good. Inhale, lengthen through your side bodies. And exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow over your right knee. And lean back and look up. Scissor your inner thighs together to lift that left hip up slightly. And look down at your right foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the feet together, prayer twist. Notice where that foot landed. If you need to shimmy that left hip back, do that so it's in line with the right. And twist open. On your inhale, arcing mountain, take it up and back. Exhale, ball of yarn. Round and curl all the way down. Tent the fingers. Inhale, lift the heels and the hips. And exhale, chaturanga. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Let's flow through that breath to movement a little bit quicker. And try not to make assumptions about how you're supposed to look in each pose. Just do what feels magical in your body, what feels powerful, and what feels right for you. We'll inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend, hover, hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Chair pose. Fingertips touch the earth as your arms reach up. Take an inhale. And exhale, drinking bird. Sweep the arms back. Lift the triceps. And drop your left heel. Inhale to half staff. Right knee into the chest. Exhale, airplane pose. Pendulum through the hips. Keep an up dog in the chest. Inhale, reach that right foot forward, full staff or half, you choose. And exhale, standing splits. Hands plant, look towards your left knee. Drop that right foot down. Inhale the arms forward for turbo. And exhale, shift to right side plank. Left arm reaches to the sky. Drop the left hand down, three-legged dog, left leg reaches. Exhale, knee to nose, shift the weight forward. Step foot to thumb, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Come up and out of the hips as you rise. Exhale, twist. Right elbow over the left knee, hands through heart. Look towards your left foot. Take an inhale. And exhale, step your feet together, prayer twist. Inhale, arcing mountain, take it up and back. Exhale, ball of yarn, round and curl. Inhale, heel lift, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend, hover, and hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Chair pose, inhale, pull that belly in towards the spine. Then keep it there as you drinking bird, sweep the arms back. Draw right heel down, left knee up and in towards the chest, inhale. Exhale, airplane pose. Move from your core. As an area of strength, pull that left foot forward, inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Look toward your right knee. And then bend it, reach forward for turbo on your inhale. Exhale, side plank, left hand your foundation, open up. And drop that right hand down, inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shift the weight forward. Step foot to thumb, low lunge. Crescent lunge. Rise up, look up between your hands. And exhale, twist. Gaze shifts first to the right and then to the ceiling. Peel your heart to the sky. Now look down at your right foot, take an inhale. Exhale, step the feet together, prayer twist. Inhale, arcing mountain, take it up and back. Exhale, ball of yarn. Tuck chin to chest if you can. Inhale, lift the heels. And exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breath. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend, hover, and hop to the top. Halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Forward fold, drape your chest to your thighs. Inhale, chair pose. Get solid in your feet so that you can get low in your hips. And drinking bird, lift the backs of your hands to the sky. Drop left heel down, right knee comes up and in on your breath. On your exhale, airplane pose, sweep it back. Lift those fingernails to the sky. And then inhale back, full staff or half, you choose. Exhale, standing splits. Bend left knee, drop right. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, side plank, right hand's the foundation. Drop left hand, left leg reaches, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it forward for low lunge. And crescent lunge on your inhale. Scoop that pelvis under and keep it there as you twist. Right elbow over the left knee. Look down at your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, step right to meet left. Prayer twist. Inhale, arcing mountain. Take it up. Find the back bend. Then exhale, sweep it down for ball of yarn. Lift those heels. Keep them lifted, 10 through the fingers, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend, hover, and then hop to the top. Use your fingers to grip. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Chair pose. Gaze is set at the horizon. Lift the sternum. Keep your gaze right there as you sweep your arms back. Drop your right heel down. Inhale your left knee up and in, half staff. And exhale, airplane pose. Good, inhale, half or full staff as you breathe in. Exhale, standing split. Look towards your right knee, lift your left heel. Then bend your right knee, reach forward for turbo. Breath in. Side plank, left hand is the foundation, breath out. Right hand drops, right leg reaches, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shift the weight, and step it forward, low lunge. Crescent lunge. Lengthen through your side bodies, through your intercostal muscles, and exhale to twist to the right. Look down at your right foot, take an inhale. Exhale, step the feet together for a twist. Inhale, arcing mountain, take it up and back. And exhale, ball of yarn. Heels lift, arms reach around you. Keep the heels where they are. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. One more time through each side. Not to make assumptions about how your breath should be even. So if your breath is a little bit more shallow, be with that breath. And see if you can deepen it by closing your lips and taking a breath in through your nose and letting it all go through your nose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend, hover, and hop. Halfway lift on your breath in. Fold, breath out. Chair pose. Reach your thumbs back. Open up your chest. Broaden your collarbones. And keep them spread really wide. Just sweep the arms back and lift the heels up, drinking bird. Drop left heel down. Right knee comes up and in. Breath. Exhale, airplane. Lead with the heart. Reach through the right heel, lift. And keep that lift. Just sweep the heel down and forward, full staff. Inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Look to your left knee. Tuck your chin to your chest. Bend the left knee, drop the right foot. Inhale the arms forward. Reach out. Feel your arms coming out of the shoulder sockets. And then exhale, that right hand plants. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Plant that left hand. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep it right there. Step the foot to the thumb, low lunge. Crescent lunge on your inhale. Exhale to twist to the left. Look up to the ceiling, broaden. Take an inhale. This time, keep the gaze to the ceiling and see if you can step your feet together for prayer twist. Inhale, arcing mountain, take it up and back. Exhale, ball of yarn. Inhale, heel lift, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend, hover, and hop. Halfway lift. Long breath in. Exhale it all out. Then chair pose, inhale, sink the weight into the heels, peel those toes up, and then come high up onto those toes, drinking bird. Right heel drops, left knee comes up and in, half staff. Exhale, airplane pose. Get really long through that back leg, and keep the length as you come through to full staff. Lift the toes. That length stays as you drop the chest for standing splits. Bend that right knee, drop the left foot. Inhale to turbo. Exhale, side plank. Left hand's the foundation. Right hand drops. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale to crescent, reach up. Exhale, twist, hands through heart to the right. And keep the lean in the broad chest and the gaze at the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the feet together, prayer twist. Hips stay really low. Inhale it up and back, arcing mountain. Exhale, ball of yarn, rounded curl. Inhale, heel lift, half lift. And exhale, chaturanga. Step the feet back, high to low. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Feel free to take water whenever you need it. And know that you can stay in downward facing dog. This is an option and it's a possibility just for you. So set your attention at one point at the back of your mat to keep your presence and your focus. We'll flow through that one last time with a few changes. So inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend, hover, and then hop to the top. Maybe it's just a little one this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Now we've been here before. And knowing that we've been here before, can you assume that this chair is not the same as the last chair? So make it different. And exhale, drinking bird. Come high up onto those toes. Lift the backs of your hands. Stay low in those hips. And then slowly rise up to palm tree pose. Take your whole inhale to arrive. Exhale, drinking bird. Take your whole exhale to sink your hips down towards your heels. One more like that. Ride a slow elevator up to palm tree pose on your inhale. Keep those heels high. Exhale, drinking bird. Bend the knees. Keep the heart lifted. And drop that left heel. Inhale the right knee up and into the chest. And exhale, standing splits. Come straight there. Lift your right heel to the sky. And scissor your inner thighs together so they energetically draw in. And you can stay right here or take your left hand to your left ankle and your right hand to your left ankle for balance. And you can release your hands back in front of you, tense through your fingertips. And bring your hands to heart center. Start to take your chest parallel to the mat. Right leg remains high. And sweep your arms back for airplane pose. Flying from our runway, which is our mat. Good, and then step the feet together, bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow over the right knee. Press your thumbs into your chest and then your chest back into your thumbs. Spin your heart to the sky. Look down at your right foot. Inhale your left foot to your glute to hover. Balancing on the right foot. Gaze can stay down. And then slowly reach that left foot back. And then land it for crescent twist. Return the gaze to the sky. Draw the right knee out to the right pinky toe. And drop that back knee, untwist. We're gonna wiggle the right foot out to the right side of the mat. And then turn it out at an angle, so like 1 o'clock on a clock face. Take the left hand to plant. Right hand will reach back to grab that left foot for crooked lizard. This is a deep psoas stretch. And draw that left hip flexor down and open up the heart. Spin it towards the right side. See if you can stay lifted. And if that shoulder gets a little tweaky and you can come to your forearm, come to your forearm. It'll deepen the stretch. Spin open through the chest. And then slowly release. Wiggle that right foot back. Plant the hands, step it back to high plank. And then roll over onto your right side for side plank. So we're gonna set up for partridge pose. So for full partridge pose, and I'll move a little bit forward so you can see me. You're in side plank, shoulder and wrist in one line. Top arm reaches to the sky. Then you can lift that top foot off of your bottom foot and draw the knee in towards the chest. Take your ankle and kick out. So it may take some balance. So find where it works to set your gaze. Grab your left ankle and kick open. Press through your right hand. And when you're ready, you can drop down. Now, if that isn't accessible, bend through your right knee for grounded side plank, like we did in the beginning of class. Reach back to grab your left foot and kick open. And if you have that strap, like I said, would be helpful, either with the knee down or lifted, you can take it over the left foot and you can use that strap to pull back with the left hand and open up. So you choose your variation. And when you're done playing, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Good, we've got one last side. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend, hover, and hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in, long spine. Forward fold, let it all go. Chair pose on your inhale. You set the gaze on the horizon. And lock it right there. And sweep the arms back. Come to drinking bird. Slowly press up through the balls of your feet for palm tree pose. Grow tall through the crown of your head. And exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips to the heels for drinking bird. Arms sweep back. Inhale to palm tree pose, arms sweep forward. Exhale to drinking bird, arms sweep back. And drop the right heel. Inhale the left knee up and into the chest for half staff. Grow long through your side bodies. And exhale, standing splits. Left foot reaches to the sky, look towards your right knee. And then you can balance here, take your left hand to your right ankle, and then your right hand to your right ankle. Keep the gaze at the back of your mat, so that the crown of your head reaches straight down to the floor. And draw your fingers back in front of you and bring your hands through your heart, so your chest comes parallel to your mat. And sweep your arms back for airplane pose. Lift that right kneecap up. Activate that quad. And then bend the knees, step the feet together. Chair. Exhale, twist to the left. So right elbow over the left knee. And twist open. If that right knee peels up in front of the left, draw it back. Look down to your left foot. Sweep your right heel to your right glute. Balance on your left foot. Activate your core. Reach back through your right leg. Make it really long. And then land it back for crescent twist. Thumbs press into the center of the chest. Look up. And drop that back knee. Unravel the twist. Wiggle that left foot out to the side. And bring it to 11 o'clock on a clock face. For crooked lizard, left hand grabs for right foot. And peel open. You sink that right hip down. One side may be different than the other. It is for me. And if you'd like to get off the shoulder and can come to the forearm, do that. If it compromises your openness though, see if you can keep the palm planted and twist open. And slowly release this side. Step it back to high plank. And then we'll take side plank, left hand as the foundation. So we'll get into partridge pose on this side. Left shoulder over the left wrist. And grab for that right ankle. Press through your foot and your hand and kick back. Spin that chest open, set the gaze. And if you'd like to take the knee down, do that, and then grab for the right ankle and kick open. You can always use the strap on this side as well. Choose your variation and play. And when you're done playing, we'll meet on our knees. Woo! So from our knees, we'll take frog pose, but since my floors are really hard, I'm gonna draw my mat in to make a little sandwich with cushions for my knees. I'll take my ankles right underneath them, plant through my hands and pull my belly up and in, press it towards my ankles. We can stay right here or come down to the forearms. We keep pressing the hips back towards the heels, pull the belly in. You can slowly melt all the way down, forehead to the mat. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. To come out, I belly flop forward, so I crawl my hands more towards the front of my space, and I take my toes over my glutes, and then I roll over onto one side. So do that if it works for you. And unravel your mat so it's long. And then if you have a block, take it with you as you come down to your back. We'll take supported bridge. So if you have the block, bring your heels close to your fingertips. Press down through your feet, lift your hips up to the sky, and you can place a block right underneath your sacrum. If you don't have a block, you'll take bridge pose. Press down through the backs of your shoulders and lift your hips up to the sky. Interlace your fingers right below your lumbar spine and drag your knuckles down to your heels. Engage your inner thighs so you draw them in towards one another and then down towards your mat. Gaze is set at the ceiling. See if you can lift your hips up a little bit higher by rooting down through your heels and your big toe mounds. Take 3 more breaths in bridge or supported bridge. And slowly lower all the way down, upper, mid, lower back. And if you have that block, you can take legs up the wall, drawing it back underneath your sacrum. Reach your heels up to the sky. And peel your toes back towards your shins. Your arms can reach out to a cactus or to a T. And if you don't have a block, you can take legs up the wall without it, like putting your legs up an actual wall, or just reaching them to the sky and floating them over your hips. If you'd like to take shoulder stand from here, hips lift up to the sky, legs stay long. Hands come behind your rib cage.
So you're supporting yourself on your elbows, chin is tucked into your chest, and toes reach up to the sky. And from shoulder stand, you can come to plow. I like to reach for my feet, but be careful here. Keep your hands on your low back if your feet can't quite touch the ground. And from plow, take deaf man's pose. Knees reach over the ears. You can grab for your feet. From deaf man's pose, you can come back to plow. And then back up to shoulder stand, reaching behind your rib cage. Toes point to the sky. And then slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Left leg draws out long, right knee comes up and into the chest. Pull it around the rib cage to the armpit. And exhale, supine twist. Draw it across the body. Look over towards your right fingers. Slowly draw your knees back to center. Draw your low back down to the mat and bring the knees in towards the chest. Right heel reaches out long. Interlace the fingers at the front of the left shin. Bring it around the rib cage. Take an inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Knee comes across the body. Look towards your left fingers. And gently draw your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a final hug and squeeze with your feet side by side. Draw your knees in towards your face. And then exhale, Shavasana. And completely release your body down into the earth. And close your eyes. Take the next few moments just for you. We'll all come out together in a little bit. Start to deepen your breath. And roll out your wrists and your ankles, one direction and the other. Bring some life back into your limbs. Draw your knees in towards your chest and then over to the right or the left side for fetal position. And use that bicep as a pillow. Honor yourself and your body for the work that you just put in. And come to a gentle seat in the center of your mat. Sit up nice and tall. And draw your hands to heart center. Take a big breath in through your nose. And exhale all of your out of your mouth. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center. The wild-hearted yogi in me honors and celebrates the wild-hearted yogi in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me
Hope you enjoyed class. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and share it with all of your friends and your family. And if you enjoy the recorded classes and you want to hop on a live one, visit wildhearts.yoga/classes. And you can sign up for a class just like this, a beginner class if that's more your speed, or Primal Flow, which is a blend of Booty and Vinyasa yoga. I hope to see you soon. Bye, everybody.